Death Wish 2 is a visceral tale of revenge that grips you from the beginning and doesn't let go until the very end. The movie starts with a shocking scene where a group of men break into a family home, violently abusing and violating a woman in front of her loved ones. This horrifying sequence sets the stage for the film's unrelenting, high-stakes drama, and immediately instills a sense of anger and injustice in the viewer. As the film progresses, we see the woman's husband and father of her daughter, who, filled with rage and driven by the need for justice, embarks on a relentless quest to hunt down the men responsible for the crimes committed against his family. This personal mission takes him to the darkest corners of the city, where he stalks his prey with unwavering determination. One particularly memorable scene occurs when the protagonist discovers the criminals in their hangout spot. He tails them into an abandoned house, remaining just out of sight as he watches them converse. This tense sequence keeps the audience on the edge of their seats, wondering if he will finally exact his revenge on the men who have caused him so much pain. The raw emotion and intensity of Death Wish 2 culminate in a chilling moment when the protagonist confronts the drug dealer involved in the robbery of his home. In a cold-blooded act of retribution, he shoots the man dead, leaving no doubt as to the lengths he is willing to go to protect his family and seek vengeance. Despite the heavy subject matter, the film manages to maintain a brisk pace and a strong narrative. The protagonist's transformation from a devastated husband and father to a ruthless vigilante is both believable and engaging, thanks to a powerful performance from the lead actor. However, the movie is not without its flaws. Some viewers might find the graphic violence and depictions of sexual assault too disturbing or gratuitous. Additionally, the film occasionally veers into over-the-top territory, which can detract from the overall impact of the story. In conclusion, Death Wish 2 is a gripping and brutal exploration of vengeance, with a standout performance from its lead actor. While the film's graphic content may be off-putting for some, its relentless pace and unflinching portrayal of a man pushed to the brink make it a compelling watch. A solid 7 out of 10 for this intense revenge thriller.
I recently had the opportunity to watch Death Wish 3, and I must say, it was quite an intense experience. The film starts off on a gripping note, with a group of people breaking into an apartment and beating a man, demanding money. The scene is filled with tension and violence, capturing the viewer's attention from the very beginning. As the story unfolds, we see the protagonist end up in jail, finding himself in a crowded cell. The situation inside the cell is chaotic and unfair, further amplifying the film's intensity. It's interesting to see how the character navigates this challenging environment, showcasing his resilience and determination in the face of adversity. The movie's setting shifts from Los Angeles to New York, adding a fresh perspective to the Death Wish series. This change in location allows the filmmakers to explore new territory and introduce different elements into the story. The gritty streets of New York perfectly complement the raw and visceral nature of the film, making it an excellent choice for the backdrop. Throughout the movie, we are treated to a series of action-packed scenes that keep the audience on the edge of their seats. The protagonist is determined to take matters into his own hands and bring justice to the criminals who have tormented the innocent. His quest for vengeance serves as the driving force of the story, making it a thrilling ride from start to finish. One of the highlights of the movie is the compelling performance by the lead actor, who effortlessly brings the character to life. His portrayal of a determined vigilante, hell-bent on cleaning up the streets of New York, makes for a captivating watch. The supporting cast also delivers strong performances, further enhancing the overall impact of the film. The movie's pacing is well maintained, ensuring that there's never a dull moment. The filmmakers have done an excellent job of balancing the action sequences with character development and plot progression, making for a well-rounded cinematic experience. The cinematography and direction also deserve a special mention, as they manage to capture the essence of the gritty, crime-ridden city. In conclusion, Death Wish 3 is a riveting action-packed film that keeps the viewer engaged from start to finish. The intense opening scene, coupled with the gripping storyline and strong performances, make it a must-watch for fans of the genre. The shift in location to New York adds a fresh layer to the series, while the protagonist's relentless quest for justice drives the story forward. If you're in the mood for a thrilling ride, this movie is definitely worth your time. Today, I finished watching the fourth installment of the Death Wish franchise, and I must say, it was an intense roller coaster ride. The film started off on a chilling note, instantly setting the tone for what's to come. The opening scene featured a woman walking to her car, visibly distressed as she attempted to turn it on. The tension rose as one man appeared, followed by two more, cornering her and leaving her desperate to escape. The fear in her eyes was palpable, making the audience share her anxiety. But just when you think things are about to take a horrifying turn, our hero, Paul, emerges from the shadows and saves the day. This intense introduction was merely the beginning, as the movie maintained a high level of suspense throughout. Paul's relentless pursuit of justice kept viewers on the edge of their seats, and his resourcefulness and unwavering determination were truly admirable. The film also managed to tackle the theme of vigilante justice with nuance, posing difficult questions about the morality of taking the law into one's own hands. This complexity added depth to the story, elevating it from a simple action flick to a thought-provoking piece of cinema. The action sequences were well executed, with expert choreography and attention to detail. The movie did not shy away from depicting the harsh reality of violence, making it all the more impactful. However, the film was not without its flaws. Some of the secondary characters felt underdeveloped, which made it difficult to become fully invested in their storylines. Additionally, a few plot twists could have been better executed, as they felt a bit too predictable at times. In conclusion, Death Wish 4 was a thrilling and engaging movie that kept me on the edge of my seat. Despite some minor issues, the film's strong performances, captivating plot, and intense action sequences make it worthy of an 8 out of 10 rating. If you're a fan of the franchise or enjoy action-packed vigilante justice stories, then this film is definitely worth a watch.